You won't believe what happened to me last week. I said yes to helping a colleague with a project, even though I was swamped. Then yes to visiting my parents when I desperately needed rest. And yes to helping a friend move, all on the same day. The result? A sleepless night, feeling completely drained, like a squeezed lemon. And the scariest part? This was my life, a constant cycle, until I realized one simple, terrifying truth. My inability to say no was slowly but surely destroying me. But what if I told you there's a way out, a way to reclaim your life? Why we fear saying no, the psychology of boundaries. Let's talk about personal boundaries. Think of them not as some trendy psychology buzzword, but as your psychological skin. It's that invisible shield separating you from the rest of the world, protecting your inner space, your emotions, your time, your energy, your very values. When this shield is strong and clearly defined, you feel secure. When it's blurry or non-existent, you're a sitting duck for everyone else's demands and expectations. These boundaries cover critical areas. Material boundaries. How you handle your money and possessions. Are you always the go-to lender? Physical boundaries. Your body and personal space. Who gets to touch you? Who gets to be close? Emotional boundaries. Protecting your feelings and thoughts. Do you have the right to your own emotions, even if others disagree? So, why is that tiny two-letter word, no, so incredibly hard to say? The roots dig deep, often right back into childhood. We were taught to be good, obedient, always helpful. Be a good boy. Nice girls don't refuse. You must help others. These messages are practically hardwired into our subconscious. We're terrified of disappointing people, disrupting harmony, or, heaven forbid, seeming selfish. I remember my grandmother always saying, "To refuse is to offend." I carried that burden for years, until a breakthrough. When we say yes to everyone else, we're automatically screaming no to ourselves. Every single time you agree to something you don't want, you're rejecting something truly important to you. The crushing price of blurred boundaries. What happens when we can't refuse? Having no clear personal boundaries isn't just inconvenient. It's a direct highway to emotional burnout, chronic stress, and even depression. When you constantly put others' needs before your own, your mental health starts to crack under the pressure. You feel helpless, overwhelmed, utterly exhausted. Picture your energy as a bank account. Every time you reluctantly say yes, you're making a withdrawal. But you rarely make deposits because there's no time or energy left for yourself. Sooner or later, that account goes into the red, and you crash. People with blurred boundaries often become easy targets for manipulation. They can't recognize when they're being used because they've accepted the role of the eternal helper. Their achievements are downplayed, their kindness taken for granted, their own interests ignored. It's a vicious cycle. The more you give, the more is expected. I saw this with my friend Anna. She was drowning in extra tasks at work because she couldn't say no to her boss. The result? Overworked, underpaid. When she finally asked for a raise, the response was, "But you've always managed for free. Why change now?" Anna was trapped by her own inability to say no. 4 battle-tested ways to say no without guilt. All right, let's get to the game changer, the concrete techniques that will empower you to say no confidently without wrecking relationships or drowning in guilt. I've tested these myself and with hundreds of people. They work. Method 1, the gratitude sandwich technique. This is brilliant. You frame your refusal with positivity. Start with appreciation, clearly state your no, and then end on another positive note. For example, "Thanks so much for thinking of me for this project. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take it on right now. I really hope you find an amazing team for it, and I'm sure it'll be a huge success." Why it works? You show you value the person and their request, but you firmly state your position. No long excuses, no apologies for having priorities. Honesty is key. Faking reasons just breeds more guilt. Method 2. The alternative offer technique. When you can't help in the exact way requested, offer a different kind of support. I can't stay late at work tonight, but I can come in early tomorrow morning to help with that task. Or, I can't help with the move this weekend, but I can recommend a fantastic moving company I used. This shows you're willing to help within your capacity without sacrificing your boundaries. You demonstrate empathy and a desire to find a solution, but on your terms, especially effective at work. Method 3. The broken record technique. Powerful. You calmly and politely repeat your refusal without adding new explanations or changing your tone. No, I won't be able to help. If they persist, as I said, I won't be able to help. And again, if needed, my answer is still that I can't help. This is a potent tool for dealing with persistent people used to getting their way through pressure. The key is to stay calm and resist the urge to justify yourself. Remember, no is a complete sentence. It needs no defense. Method 4. The delayed response technique. Not every request needs an instant answer. If you feel pressured or unsure, say, I need some time to think about that. Can I get back to you tomorrow? This gives you breathing room to analyze the situation without emotional heat. During this pause, ask yourself honestly, do I really want to do this? Will it mess up my plans and priorities? Am I only considering it out of guilt or fear of conflict? Often, after a pause, the right answer becomes crystal clear. Your go-to phrases for real-life situations. Now, let's arm you with some practical, ready-to-use phrases. I've collected these over years, tested them myself and with others. They work because they're polite, yet decisive. When a colleague asks you to stay late, I understand this is important, but I need to leave on time today. Let's discuss how we can redistribute these tasks for tomorrow. When a friend asks to borrow money and you don't want to, I really appreciate you trusting me enough to ask, but I have a personal rule about not lending money. Perhaps a bank loan could be an option. When relatives criticize your lifestyle, I understand your concern, but this is my choice, and I'm prepared to take responsibility for it. When your boss asks you to take on an extra project and you're swamped, thank you for the vote of confidence. Right now, my focus is on delivering high quality on my current tasks. I'll be sure to let you know when I have more capacity. The absolute key in all these phrases, no apologies for having boundaries. You don't say sorry for needing personal time, managing your own finances, or making your own life choices. You simply state your limits. Conquering guilt, your arch-nemesis. Guilt. It's the main enemy of healthy boundaries. So many people could learn to say no, but that inner voice stops them. How can I refuse? I'm a good person. Let's dismantle this once and for all. First, guilt is only appropriate when you've actually done something wrong. Harmed someone? Yes, feel guilty. But protecting your own boundaries? That's not harm, that's self-care. Saying no might inconvenience someone, but that's their problem to manage, not yours. Second, every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're effectively saying no to something vital for you. Maybe you're saying no to time with your family, to much-needed rest, to working on your own dreams. Think about it. Who are you harming more? The person you politely refused, or yourself and your loved ones whom you deprive? Third, learn to distinguish between disappointment and offense. When you refuse, someone might be disappointed. That's normal. They were hoping for your help. But disappointment is not the same as being offended. Healthy, mature individuals understand that everyone has the right to say no. If someone gets offended by your reasonable boundaries, perhaps it's time to reevaluate your relationship with that person. Building stronger relationships through clear boundaries. Many believe boundaries destroy relationships. The truth? It's the exact opposite. Clear boundaries are the foundation of healthy, respectful connections.
When people know what to expect from you and what not to, it eliminates misunderstandings and unrealistic expectations. Think about your strongest friendships. Chances are they're with people who respect your boundaries and clearly communicate their own. With them, you can be yourself without fearing impossible demands. Such relationships thrive on mutual respect, not constant one-sided compromises. The process of setting boundaries might surprise those around you, especially if you've always been the yes person. Be prepared. Some people will try to test your new limits. This is normal. Stand your ground. Those who genuinely value you as a person will adapt.
And those who get angry at your right to say no? Well, perhaps they were just using you all along. Establishing boundaries isn't a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. Your needs and priorities change, and your boundaries must evolve with them. What was acceptable yesterday might be unacceptable today, and that's perfectly okay. Conclusion: your undeniable right to your own life. You know what I've learned after all these years of working on my own boundaries and helping others? The ability to say no isn't a skill for egoists. It's the skill of someone who values themselves and their life enough not to let others dictate its terms. Every time you clearly and confidently refuse, you're doing several crucial things. You're showing yourself that your needs matter. You're demonstrating to others that you respect yourself and expect the same from them. You're freeing up precious energy for what truly matters in your life. Remember those 4 techniques we discussed? The gratitude sandwich, the alternative offer, the broken record, and the delayed response? Start practicing them in small, low-stakes situations. Gradually move to more significant ones. Each successful no will build your confidence and make the next one easier. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. If you've spent a lifetime saying yes, changing this habit takes time. Your first attempts might feel clumsy, and that's okay. The crucial thing is to start. Your life, your time, your energy, they belong to you, and only you have the right to decide how to use them. Remember this: every no spoken with self-respect opens the door to a more meaningful yes. This is your life. You deserve to live it on your terms without feeling guilty for taking care of yourself. Start today. Say no to what doesn't serve your well-being and yes to what makes you happier and stronger. You've got this.